17, verse number 15. And Father, thank you today for another opportunity to share. Thank you for preserving us these past 4 weeks, and thank you for speaking to us and rejuvenating us and re-strengthening us and re-strategizing us. Now, Father, it's our prayer that you would stir up the gifts, stir up the anointing that's there. Speak to the hearts of your people. Anoint the ears that they may hear what you're saying to the church today. Anoint their hearts that they may receive what you're saying to the church. Thank you now that the enemy is terrified. Glory to God. The people will be edified and you will be glorified. Thank you finally that the words of our mouth and the meditations of our heart will be acceptable in your sight. Thank you for being our strength and our Redeemer. In Jesus' name. Everybody say amen. 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 Genesis chapter 16. Hallelujah. Verses 1 through 4. Now Sarai, Abraham's wife, bare him no children. And she had a handmaiden, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. And Sarai said unto Abram, Behold, now the Lord hath restrained me from bearing, I pray thee. Go into my maid, it may be that I obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai. And Sarai, Abraham's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian. And Abraham had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband Abraham to be his wife. Hallelujah. Verse number 4. And he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress Sarai was despised in her eyes. Verse number 15. And Hagar bare Abraham a son, or Abram a son. And Abram called his son's name, which Hagar bare, Ishmael. Chapter 17, verses 15 through 21 reads like this. And God said unto Abraham, As for Sarai, thy wife, thou shalt not call her name Sarai, but Sarah shall her name be. And I will bless her, and give thee a son also of her. Yea, I will bless her, and she shall be a mother of many nations. Kings of people shall be of her. Then Abraham fell upon his face and laughed, and said in his heart, Shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old? And shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear? And Abraham said unto God, Oh, that Ishmael might live before thee. And God said, Sarah, thy wife, shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac. And I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him. And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him, and will make him fruitful, and multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation. Verse number 21, But my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time next year. I want to speak this morning. Y'all come on in and be seated. I want to speak this morning, amen, just for a few moments from the subject. Don't settle for Ishmael. Isaac is coming. Look at your neighbor. Tell him, say, neighbor, don't settle for Ishmael.
Don't settle for Ishmael.
Because Isaac is coming. Have your seats, my friends. My friends, one of the hardest things in life that I've ever had to do was wait.
Amen.
If we can be honest in here, waiting is one of the hardest things that any of us have ever had to do. Waiting is a tedious process, especially when you've got everything all planned out. You've got your blueprint mapped out. You've set your own schedule. You know when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, where you're going to do it, etc. But then there's the missing link that you depend on to bring it all together, and then you're forced to wait. Somebody shout, wait. Wait. Something I found out about waiting, Sister One, waiting breeds frustration, and frustration breeds complacency. And complacency will cause you to settle for something other than what God has intended for you to be, to do, or to have. My friends, I was having an interesting conversation with a sister friend from Kansas City, Missouri on yesterday. And as we were talking, she asked me a question, Deacon Garnett. She said, does God ever say no? And as she answered me that question, I had to ponder on it. Is it part of his vocabulary when it comes to his people to say no? And as I pondered on it, I began to look over my own life and my own relationship with God. And the more I thought about it, I began to answer her. And I replied that when the scripture declared that when God speaks to us and he tells us his promises, he tells us that his promises are yea and amen. And I concluded by giving her insight on my own personal relationship with God. And I said to her, God has never spoken the word no to me. However, he has told me to wait. Come on here, somebody. Has anybody ever been in a predicament where God has told you, he never gave you a yes, he never gave you a no, but he just simply told you to wait? Hallelujah. And something here that I found out is that those have been some of the most trying times of my life. Here, my friends, it is in your wait that you will also sometimes encounter the spirit of discouragement. Have you ever been on fire and had the zeal of 1,000 and been told to wait? Come on here. Being told to wait is equivalent to being put on pause. Your expectation is put on pause. Your zeal is put on pause. Your dream is put on pause. Your desires is put on pause. What do you do when you're paused in life? Come on here, somebody. That's the time to, number one, seek God's direction. Many of us in here tonight, we're in a place of waiting. Come on. You're pregnant with promise. You've been giving promise. You've been spoken words over your life, and you're still waiting for the manifestation of what God has said. But while you're waiting, you've got to seek God's direction. Psalms 37 declares that the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. And my friends, you've got to discover the path that God has laid out for your life. Come on here, somebody. God has a plan for your life. I don't care who told you that you were a mistake. I don't care, because some of you sitting here today, you suffer from low self-esteem because of what others have said to you and how others have treated you and what they poured into you. But I've come to tell you tonight that you can lift up your heads, all ye gates, and be ye lifted up, because you are not a mistake, and God's got a plan for your life. I find the name and tell him, honey, God's got a plan for your life. I don't care how low you are. I don't care how far you are. I don't care how dark your life may seem. God's got a plan for your life. God's got a plan here. And then I personally found out that sometimes when we map out our own destiny and when we create our own blueprint for our own lives and the things that we plan for us, God has not planned for us. Come on a personal note, if I would have followed the plan that I created for my own life years ago, I wouldn't be here today. Let's be real. Well, many of us, we had plans for our own lives. We had our own dreams. We've had our own hopes, and we've had our own aspirations. But the fact of the matter is that sometimes the hopes and the dreams that we have for our lives are not the same hopes and the dreams that God's got for us. Sometimes he's got another way. He's got another avenue that he wants to take us. My friends, it's your responsibility to tap into whatever it is that God has ordained for you to do. I was walking to work the other day, Minister Kim, and I was listening to a CD, my iTunes or whatever you call it, and a song came on, and the artist who was on the CD, she began to talk it, and she said these words. She said, we are sometimes so busy looking at everyone else and judging everyone else's walk and opportunity until we miss the assignment for our own lives. Come on, we're so busy, come on, being fruit inspectors and looking at everybody else's life until we miss the plan of God for our own lives. Come on, I was talking to my sister last night and I found it funny, but it was so true. She said, let me tell you something, bro. She said, this is a new season and it's a new year. And this year of 2016, God wants us to do two things. The first thing he wants us to do is mind our own business. Come on, we're so busy with everybody else's life. We're so busy trying to figure out who going with who. Come on, why he riding her car, who's sleeping CD and begin to make sense. She said there's a path that has been carved out for each and every one of us. And instead of looking at everyone else's life and trying to walk in their path, you got to find your own path. Come on here. You will injure yourself trying to walk the road that was laid out for somebody else. You trying to be me, you're going to hurt yourself. You trying to be deep, you're going to hurt yourself. You trying to be Sister Juanita, you're going to hurt yourself. But you better find out the plan of God for your life and ask God to order your steps and to lead you on a plain path and to direct your life. You better understand that God has graced you for where you are. And this is the season to take advantage of the grace of God that's on your life and take a leap of faith. I find your neighbor and tell a neighbor, let's take a leap of faith and let's jump into what God called us to be. Let's jump into what God called us to do. Is there anybody ready to leap today? I find your neighbor and tell a neighbor, I'm about to take the biggest shot of my life. I know you see me where I am, but where I am now is not the end of my story. Because I feel a leap in my spirit. Is there anybody in here that feels a leap in your spirit? I need you to clap your hand, open your mouth and talk up. Place some weight. While God's got you on pause, not only, I'm almost done, not only must we seek his direction, but we got to seek God for strategy. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
That's right.
I'm saying again, you got to seek God for strategy. Because when you fail, you know, a lot of us, we're not strange, or we're not actually that's the way we're going in God. We see where we're headed, we see where we're going. But the problem for some of us, the reason why we're stuck is because we just don't know how to get there.
Oh, Jesus, come on here.
So sometimes you got to seek God for strategy. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you, saith the Lord. God got a plan for your life, I'm telling you.
Amen. Amen.
He said there are plans to prosper you and not to harm you. One version says there are plans to bless you and not to expose you to disaster. The enemy wants disaster to happen in your life, but God said he wants to prosper you. Come on here. He said, I would that you would prosper and be in good health as your soul prosper. Come on here, somebody. God wants you to prosper, not just in the area, because we get so caught up on money in church, everything about money, but God wants you to prosper in every area of your life. He wants you to prosper in your spirit, man. He wants you to prosper educationally. He wants you to prosper economically. He wants you to prosper in every area of your life. And many of us are in a place of comfortability, and we're happy where we are. We're happy being broken, busted, and disgusted and disconnected. Come on. A lot of us are miserable, and you're happy being miserable. But you better get up and shake that demon of misery off. Come on here, somebody. Because sooner or later, you're going to find yourself by yourself. Because you know misery loves company, but I ain't nobody's miserable company. And a lot of y'all have become company to misery. You better learn how to disconnect yourself and detach yourself, because if you ain't careful, you're going to find yourself miserable. Wonder, why can't I get myself out the bed in the morning? Why I'm always crying? Why I'm always laying up in a dark room watching TV by myself? Because that spirit of misery has jumped on you.
That's the spirit. Yes, it is.
He said, I got plans to give you hope in the future. You must tap into God and allow him to show you the blueprint that he's created for your life. Come on here. The reason many of us cannot master this stage, and it's going to hurt some of y'all, but it's going to help you too. Number one, because you don't want to humble yourself. I don't care what God says. This is my life, and I'm going to do. Let me tell you something. This ain't your life. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Everything in it, including you and me, belongs to God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell the story.
Now, humble yourself. And number two, we don't want to submit. Now, this is the two-part thing, and this is really going to hurt some of y'all, but it's going to help you at the same time. We don't want to submit one to God totally, and then we don't want to submit to leadership totally. Woo! For some of you, I'm the only voice of God you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
Say that, Pastor. Say it.
Some of y'all, the only voice of God you will ever hear is over this platform because you don't have a strong enough relationship with God to hear him for yourself.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you,
Tell it.
Father.
Tell it.
Thank you for your word.
Woo! It's tight, but it's right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What is right?
Type it is right.
You cannot get God's strategy for your life if you don't submit yourself to God. First of all, God ain't going to speak to nobody who's out of line anyway.
Yeah. Wait, that's right.
Repeat that, sir.
Pastor, I know what you said, but God told me something different. What God? Yeah, I know you said we're going to fast, but God told me I don't have to fast. Well, maybe you should go to the church next door because everybody here going to fast.
That's right.
Come on, somebody. I'm about to back it up with scripture because some of y'all going to be cross-eyed. We're so busy. We're so busy trying to be everybody's friend.
Speak the truth, Pastor.
And we allow the enemy to fool us to believe that our connection to leadership is a connection of commonality. And he gets you in a place where you miss God because all you see is the man and not the God in the man. Come here, Elisha. Elisha, what did you want from Elijah? I had a conversation again with Elisha. He said, bro, all I wanted was a double portion of his spirit.
That's it. That's it.
But he said to me it was a hard thing. And in order to get a double portion, I would have to see him in a different light. Not just in the flesh, but I have to see his translation, which is something that is spiritual. I said, Elisha, what are you saying to me? He said, I'm just trying to tell you that you cannot see what's spiritual if you aren't spiritual.
Wow. Ooh, glory. Glory.
There are just some things that we see in the spirit, and there are some things that you can only see in the spirit. And Elisha, this is what Elijah said to Elijah, if you want this mantle, then you must be able to see me and catch it in the spirit. Number 3, we got to seek God for strength while we're waiting. Isaiah 40:31, but they that wait on the Lord, I'm almost done, shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings of eagles. There is no other bird known to man that has a larger wingspan and a stronger wingspan than an eagle. Do you not know that an eagle can carry a human on its wings when it's soaring? You cannot wait and be content going on without the strength of God.
Jesus. My God.
I don't care how smart you get, because some of us, we just think we're so smart. I got a guy on my job, he just think he's so stupid, he thinks he's so smart. And some of us are so stupid, so smart to be so stupid. And it shows. And we're looking at you like,
Yes.
you serious?
Yeah.
Like, really? Like, how about I say bye? And you cannot do anything in and of yourself.
Amen.
The Bible says it like this: in this flesh dwells no good thing.
No good thing.
And the problem with many of us is we're controlled by our flesh.
Yes. Say that, Pastor. Come on. Say it.
All of us.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yep.
Because sometimes there's just some folks, I just want to take them out of the air and drop them off the top of a building. We went in service Friday night, And the preacher said something, and everybody went to look at googly eyed like they was just so sanctified. He said, let me ask you a question. You ever just want to kill somebody? I want to holler, yes! I'll tell you all the time, people commit suicide. I ain't never wanted to kill myself. I wanted to commit homicide once or twice. Do a couple of drive-bys. And I want to call my cousin Matthias and them every now and then. I want to get the boys in the green van. I want to drive down a couple of blocks and shoot up some houses. Yup, right? What kind of be like? Controlled by the flesh. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. Yes. We try to fight a spiritual fight in the flesh. Can't do it. That devil gonna wear you out. He gonna stomp you out.
All the way
He gonna
out.
beat you so bad, they're gonna put a video of you on World Star. You're gonna become the laughing stock of the church. Because you're trying to fight a spiritual battle in the flesh. But the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. They're mighty through God to the pulling down. There's some things you gotta pull on down. Or strongholds. Flesh love. However, we allow ourselves, I'm almost done, gotta get out of here. We allow ourselves to be controlled by our flesh. But listen to what Paul says in 1 Corinthians 15 and 31. Paul tells us this, we gotta die daily. We gotta die every day. Every morning you get up, you gotta put your flesh under subjection. You gotta die daily. You gotta die to your flesh. You gotta die to your fleshly desires. You gotta die to your will for yourself and others. We gotta do it every day. How do you do it? You gotta learn how to stand before God naked and not ashamed.
Amen.
Yes, Lord.
God, here I am.
Jesus. Yes.
You know me. Because you know, a lot of us, we put on a lot of masks when we come to church. We want people to think we got it all together, like we so saved and sanctified. But you do more than the average person does.
Show now.
You want me to think you got it all together? But you the turn-up queen. Some folk you only hear, some folk only come to church because they made to come to church. Like, oh, I just love God. You know, your mind, God, your mind. I wish Pastor would hurry up because I got something to do. You need to kill your flesh.
Kill it.
Because your flesh is going to make you miss out on what God has for you. Gotta stand. So our text finds us today in the book of Genesis. I'm almost done. Almost done. At the time of our text, God deals with a man by the name of Abram. Abram. Somebody shout Abram. At the onset of our text in Genesis 17, we find God doing three things on the behalf of Abram. Number one, he changed his name.
Right. Sure did.
You cannot stand in the presence of a living God and he not change who you are.
Jesus. Thank you.
You can't tell me you went to a church service that was full of God's glory and you still came out the same way that you went in. Because I got to question what kind of glory that was. A lot of times we mistake entertainment for glory. Just because you danced don't mean his presence was there. Just because you fell out on the floor don't mean his presence was there. Come on here, somebody. A lot of us, anytime you stand in God's presence, there has to be change. First thing he did was he changes his name. His name, Abram, means exalted father. He changed his name from Abram to Abraham, which means father of many nations. Nigga James, I had to question this. I said, God, why would you change his name from Abram to Abraham? He said, because there was conflict as it pertains to Scripture. There's only one exalted father.
Yes, you're right. You are right.
He says, I'm the King of Kings.
Yes, he is.
And I'm the Lord of Lords. And so this was his first stage of humbling. something away from you in order to give you more. I preached a message some years ago that said, if you give it up, you can have it all. And then I preached another one that said, I lost what I had, but I got what I needed.
That's right.
And so he changes his name. He changes his name. The second thing he does to Abram, after he changes his name, he now deals with Abraham. He makes covenant with him. He makes covenant with Abraham. Covenant is an agreement between two parties. He makes covenant. He says, listen, Abraham, if you live for me, this is what I'll do for you. If you do what I tell you to do, if you be a living epistle for me, this is what. And then after he makes covenant with Abraham, watch what he does. He then changes the name of his wife. A lot of you are blessed by association.
Yeah.
Watch this. Sarai did not have the encounter with God, but Abraham had the encounter with God. But God gave him so much, he had enough to take home.
Come on here.
And he changed the name of Sarai to Sarah, which meant mother of many nations. So here, he changes his name. He makes covenant with him, and then he changes the name of Sarai to Sarah. Third thing he does, he gives him a promise.
Amen.
He promises him a son in their old age. At this time, Sarah's, I believe, 90 and Abraham is 99. The Bible says that the Lord stands before them and he said, listen, I'm going to give you a son. And when I give you this son, you are to name him Isaac. The Bible says that because of their condition, I want you to catch this here, that they fell to the ground and they laughed. Has anybody ever been given a promise by God and a word by God, and because people knew your condition, they did not believe what God said about you?
Amen.
I'm so glad that God knows how to press beyond conditions and still make his word to be made manifest. People see you where you are, they hear the word of God that's spoken over your life, and he'll never do that. Look how he looks, look at how he lived. But come on here, where you see me at today is not where I'm going to be always. Text says here that he says to them, I'm going to give you a son and I'm going to bless your womb. The Bible says that Abraham and Sarah laughed, and Abraham says to God, listen, we're too old to have children. As a matter of fact, I already have a son, and his name is Ishmael. And why don't you just keep him alive and make covenant with him, and we'll be satisfied with covenant between us, you, and Ishmael. Yes, and God responds to Abraham. He says to Abraham, he says, yes, I know you got a son by the name of Ishmael, and yes, I've heard your prayers, and you've been praying for Ishmael, and you've been sacrificing for Ishmael, and because you prayed for him, I'll bless him. But however, my covenant is with Isaac. Come on here, somebody. My friend, just because you're blessed, it doesn't mean that you're in covenant with God. A lot of us make mistakes and think because we drive nice cars and live in nice houses that we've got covenant with God. But he reigns on the just and the unjust. Come on here. Just